Footsteps echo through the empty room. Midnight again, and I'm still here, God. No crowd, no music loud enough to hide me. Just this silence and you. I don't even know how to pray tonight, so I'll just sing what's left of my soul. The church was empty when I walked inside. Cold wooden pews and trembling candlelight. Rain was falling like heaven learned to cry, and every step I took echoed through the night. Dust in the air, brokenness in me, 1,000 silent prayers hanging from the ceiling. I dropped my coat beside the altar rail, too tired to pretend that I was doing well. And I whispered, God, can you still hear me now? Midnight worship in an empty church, just me and the shadows and the sound of her. No choir singing, no hands raised high, only tears falling under sacred light. I came with nothing left to hide, no strength, no faith, dressed up in pride, just a shattered soul begging you to stay in this midnight worship far away. The thunder rolled beyond the chapel walls, like heaven answering without words at all. And in the silence I could almost feel your mercy moving through the cold I carried here. My voice was weak, barely breathing songs, but somehow in the darkness you were listening all along. Every broken note became a prayer, floating through the empty air. And I sang, don't leave me alone tonight. The candles flickered softly near the cross, like tiny stars for everyone who's lost. I stayed there kneeling on that fractured floor, long after midnight turned to something more. Because when the world grows quiet, your voice becomes so near. And when everything collapses, you are still here. So let the rain keep falling through the night, let every shadow tremble in your light. If this is what surrender truly means, then let my worship rise from everything broken in me. Broken in me. Midnight worship in an empty church, a lonely song becoming something pure. No audience, no applause, just a wounded heart and the presence of God. And if heaven ever asks where I was healed, tell them it happened when my soul finally kneeled. again. The room was silent long before I spoke. A trembling shadow under heaven's glow. I tried to carry storms inside my chest, but even iron hearts can lose their breath. I walked for miles with ashes in my hands, smiling like a man who still could stand. But every night the mirror knew the truth. There was nothing left inside me to hold on to. And I fell apart in front of heaven, like a river breaking after endless rain. Every hidden wound finally opened, every whispered prayer turned into pain. I couldn't run, I couldn't fake it. Your light found every shattered part, and I fell apart in front of heaven, right where mercy starts. The weight I hid was heavier than stone, a quiet war nobody ever knows. I spoke of faith while drowning in my fear, waiting for a voice that I could hear. Then in the silence, something pulled me close. Not condemnation, not a thunderbolt, just hands of mercy reaching through the dark, finding every ruined piece of my heart. And I fell apart in front of heaven, like a candle dying in the wind. Every mask I wore stopped working, every wall inside me caved within. I couldn't breathe, I couldn't hide it. The truth was tearing through my scars, and I fell apart in front of heaven, right into your arms. There are tears no language can explain. There are prayers that only ache remains. And when my strength collapsed into the dust, your love stayed there beside the brokenness. So if you see me shaking in the light, it's only because I stopped trying to fight. The moment that I finally became real was the moment heaven started to heal. And I fell apart in front of heaven, but heaven did not turn away. You gathered every fractured memory and held me through the way. Now the ruins of my soul are no longer who I am, because grace walks softly through the wreckage and called me loved again. I thought nobody could see me anymore. Not after everything. Not after the nights I spent hiding my pain behind fake smiles. I was losing pieces of myself in silence. And honestly, God, I didn't think you would come that far down to find me. But you did. The room was dark, my soul was darker. Cold floor beneath my shaking hands. I had no prayer left in my mouth, only tears you seem to understand. Every dream felt dead inside my chest. Every breath felt heavier than before. I kept asking heaven where you were, while drowning on my bedroom floor. I was tired of fighting battles in my head, tired of pretending I was strong instead. And somewhere in the middle of my breaking, mercy walked into the ache. I couldn't escape it. Jesus found me in my lowest moment, when my faith was weak and my heart was barely open, when the shame was louder than my worship song, and I truly thought that I had gone too far. He knelt beside the ruins of my soul, touched the wounds nobody else could know. And in the middle of my hopelessness, Jesus found me there. The mirror showed a stranger in my eyes, a man exhausted from surviving life. I wore my pain like chains around my bones, smiling in crowds while dying alone. But you saw every hidden scar, every silent cry inside the dark. You didn't wait for me to fix myself. You came and loved me as I was, and suddenly the weight began to break, like prison walls collapsing in your grace. The same heart that once was drowning in despair started breathing holy air. Jesus found me in my lowest moment, when my hands were empty and my soul was broken open, when I had nothing beautiful to bring, only shattered prayers and suffering. Still you wrapped your mercy around me, like the cross was reaching through eternity. And where I thought my story had to end, redemption breathed again. Now every scar reminds me I survived. Every tear became the place where light arrived, because sometimes the deepest kind of healing comes when heaven meets us in our weakest feelings. So if somebody's listening tonight alone, thinking God would never walk this road, let my story be proof of His love. He still comes for the forgotten one. was lost. But Jesus found me there. And if He found me in the dark, He can find you.